Just make sure my microphone's on. Anyway, Brenning Radio from nAvGamingTV. I hope you guys are doing fantastic. We have got the CSGO May Cup for the Sunday series that will be commencing shortly. Quite a lot of new teams have entered the cup, or the series specifically. So I thought, I'll just quickly go through it with you guys, just to give you guys like a lowdown on who's new and who's doing what. I think the biggest thing, the biggest entry for this competition is specifically Bravado Gaming. That's finally entered the Sunday series, and obviously because they're the newcomers, they're not on the leaderboard. They've got quite a lot of points to chase because Damage Control sitting right on top. There's 7 games played, 7-1, and they're sitting with 63 points ahead of the second place Energy C7E. So if you guys do go to the navgaming.co.za site, you'll see that there is the competitions and league section under the NAV Gaming tournaments, and then you'll find the CSGO Sunday series information there. So just quickly having a look now at the leaderboard, we've got Damage Control in first with 61 points. Sorry, just to correct myself there. Energy Esports on 43 points, and now the old team immersion, now known as Energy Yakuza, which I'll chat about in a few minutes. They are currently sitting on 29 points in the third place, and you'll be able to see Liberty Gaming, Eternal Conflict, NAV Gaming, the Bad Habit Boys, Constant Gaming, and Prodigy, all pretty much on that leaderboard. But now that we've got a whole bunch of new teams, I think this is going to change quite a lot. Specifically in that lower end of the bracket, where teams like Bravado, if they go through all the way through to win this Sunday series, they're going to get themselves possibly in the top 3 position. But that's the one thing, if you don't start right in the beginning, when the January Cup started, you're going to struggle throughout the year to try and get to that first position, because teams like Damage Control are 61 points ahead already. Energy also with 43 as we go along. But then let's just quickly look at the other entries as well. I mean, we've got guys such as Liberty Gaming Johannesburg, or JHB. That's a brand new team, formerly known as the old Eternal Conflict side. So they got guys like Custom Grahams, really Zero, really impact players for in the community in specific. I mean, really top class players there. They've also got Sauna, that's an old Energy player. So it's a very good combination, I believe. We would obviously have to just we would have to see how they play as a team. That's kind of something that a lot of guys are wanting to see, and I think the expectation for this team in particular is that they're going to be ranking quite high. So just looking at the overall new attendance register here, we've got the Saints side that has now moved over to Berserk Gaming, so it's the BZK Saints. Then also we've got Aperture Gaming, formerly known as Pixel Massacre. They've been a team that's been around for a long time. And I think, with that experience from that specific side, they can also, rank right up top there, as we have seen them perform at LAN before, talking about the IS Invitational that happened a couple of months back. They didn't do so well at the DGC, but I mean, this is online, so, things are a little bit different here, latencies, packet loss, all sorts of things, are factored in more so in an online-based competition. So anyway, two new coming teams here. Infinity Gaming Esports, they've got a side here, IFG. Clutch Kings as well is also a very interesting side, the former NAV Knights side. Just quickly talking about IFG. Now, IFG's got they've got quite a young subset of players. I mean, ranging from the ages of about 20, 18, 19. And I think, looking at a team like that, if they would, play together for, let's say, 3 years or so, I mean, they could easily be right on top there with the Bravados and the DCs and the Energies. Obviously provided that they do practice every day, etc. So, all of those things factor in. Looking at the Clutch Kings side, they've got a couple of experienced players there. We're looking at Anon, Kinks, and then the rest of the side, having quite a reasonable amount of experience there, and I think they could obviously also bring it, like bring that sort of element to the table where they could, upset the leaderboards more so, like, or they could upset actually the bracket system where they would go through all the way through to the winners bracket final and possibly, even beat the damage control energy type of size. I mean, really, it just all depends on the day on how well they play, and I think that is what that's the beauty of CS:GO as well. So let me just quickly get confirmation from the captains. I will be casting the LiB.G5 versus Eternal Conflict game first this morning at 12 o'clock. We're running a little bit late on schedule as per usual. Every competition has that little bit of a delay. Just to let you know that the grand final, which is a best out of 3, so all winners bracket games are best out of 3. Losers bracket games are best out of 1 only. So just to speed up the process, etc., with regards to having to fit in all these matches in a Sunday, it's pretty difficult. But I think I think this is going to be a pretty cool event. We're going to see a lot of upsets, I believe. Just quickly looking at the buyers at the moment, Damage Control, EN, C7E, and then EN Yakuza both fall into the second round automatically because of their seeding. So they will then take on guys like the winners of this Liberty, well, DC will take on the winners of LiB.G5 versus EC. ENC C7E will take on the IFG Aperture game there, whoever goes through. And then Yakuza will take on Liberty Joburg or the Clutch Kings. But it's online, so like I said, this is going to be pretty interesting to watch. I don't have all the IPs of obviously for the GoTV side of things, but the games that I'll cast, I'll try and post those those IP addresses in there for you. So anyway, let me just quickly have a look-see on where we are currently standing with the EC LiB.G5 game. I think that is going to be quite interesting. So I'm just waiting now for the teams to obviously rock up, etc. Guys, please, if you've got questions to ask, the chat, I am on chat as well, the nAvGamingTV Twitch, chat thing on the side, so I can answer all your questions there, etc. You will also notice that you've got the functionality now of low, medium, high, and I think source for your for the casts. So you can actually, if you're struggling to watch it in, say, for instance, high, you can obviously just reduce it down to low, and it should be quite easy for you to, to view. Right, so there we go. I've got the information now. Intoxicated Clan Joburg 2, which is the server that we will be, the first game is going to be played on, that I'm casting. So just give me a second here. I just need to find. You can see on the left-hand side, I'm noobing out a little bit here this morning. Intoxicated Clan, Joburg 2. Right, so I'll be connecting through shortly there. Then I'll be going through the lineups of those relevant members of each individual team. I think, just looking now at the EC LiB.J JHP team, I think this is going to be a very even Stevens game. It's going to go down to obviously to the strat plays, etc. from each individual captain, and the meta of CS:GO has changed. Well, CS in general has changed, that I've noticed specifically. If you're looking at a couple of years back, we're talking about CS Source, we're talking about CS 1.6, etc. A lot of strats were able to be executed quite comfortably there, like push strats and so forth. In today's CS:GO environment, I believe the meta has changed somewhat, where you actually you kind of have a default hold on every individual map, and then from there on, the captain kind of thinks on the fly, where they're going to be going, what pick's going to be taken, if the picks are taken, etc. Then they would be going to that relevant site, or even do a decoy. So things have become a lot more dynamic in the CS:GO side of things, I believe. This is what for instance, maps like Cash,
it's cold,
and all of them, pretty much gives me an indication that you're going to have to be able to pull something off like that. You can't exactly go in and you can't exactly go in and just, execute a strat. I guess on a save run with a P250 bias save push, that would work quite effectively on maps like this. But just the overall buy rounds, like if it's a buy round between the two sides, the captain has to really just think about what type of, strat he's going to be playing. When I mean by, like, what type of hold he's going to be playing. And then from there on, on the fly, having to think, are we going to go left or B? Are we going to go A, etc.? It's really just a case of on the fly thinking. So anyway, let's just have a quick look here on the players that are joining in. We've got EC, Defiant, Lost Wolf, and Spoof joining in. Spoof now playing from the Cape Town region, and as we all know that he's been quite the experienced campaigner for a lot of teams, playing for the Nav Knights for some time as well, and then obviously moving on to the Eternal Conflict team. I think beforehand he played for, I think it was Gaming. I think so. I'm not too sure, but I mean, I'll have to go check up on the statistics there. Unfortunately, I don't have a stats map at this moment, or even a co-caster, as I have put in some co-caster. Time constraints, just limits these people to actually join in. Let's just quickly put us through to the main screen here. Here we go. So some CS action finally. And I think a lot of people are anticipating quite a number of upsets, I guess, in this competition. Obviously waiting for the guys to pitch up. Guys, please don't invite your friends to come and watch the Sunday Series Cup game, well, Cup matches, sorry. Looking at it now, we're obviously starting here about 12:15. We will be going through to late this evening. Probably, I would guess at about, let's say, maybe 12, probably about 12 at the latest. I don't know, even earlier, because the game is starting at 9 o'clock, the grand final. So we'll just have to, if everything runs according to schedule, like we should, that grand final starting at 9 o'clock. Right, so as you can see, we've got a couple of LiB.G5 players on there, and then the EC guys are obviously joining in slowly but surely. We are running a little bit late, but that's kind of expected in the online or even tournament, land-based tournament side of things, where teams struggle to start off, etc. Right, so I might actually have a co-caster for the next game. Guard, Andrew, I don't know how to pronounce his surname, Andrew Michael Krohn. P-R-O-H-N. Anyway, very experienced player. He's played in quite a number of teams. I think he does currently play for one of the, either that's the Liberty side or the EC side. I think it's more so EC that he's playing, the EC side that he's playing with. So anyway, he will probably, hopefully, join me at 2 o'clock for the next match, which because of this bracket system being done on the fly, and you can go to. Let's just give you the link here quickly. If you can go to navgaming.co.za /CSGO brackets, that will take you straight to the bracket page where you can see the brackets and the teams obviously playing there against each other. Server details, IPs and so forth. I see some of the CES community members are actually putting it up on the stream, which is fantastic. So that'll be, you can obviously join in straight into the GoTV server there, but unfortunately without commentary. So if you want commentary from myself and then my co-casters or co-caster this afternoon, I'd suggest that you stick on the nAvGamingTV Twitch channel. Just popping one of my fellow casters there message just to tell them that yeah, I have come right with a
counter-terrorists win.
I can feel how it feels to be free again. I can dream again, I believe again. I see angels looking down in astonishment, and my heart is beating. I'm still breathing. My body was freezing. You stopped the bleeding. You bring me to life.
like crazy in this club. Hanging with my boys, ladies for us. We're gonna show the girls just how we roll. 'Cause there is nothing here will stop us, no. The right to say you wanna stay with me, dance all day. I got the people now, I show my moves. Within the club we got our own rules. We got all day to dance crazy. Hanging with my crew, staring right through. I got my sights on you, dancing with all their moves. I wanna see you clubbing right here. Within the club we are forever married.
Right, okay, so we're going to be knifing it off on Dust 2. As we see the players coming in slowly but surely, yeah. Well, as you guys can see, you know, I am active on the chat, the Twitch chat, so I can, you know, chat to you guys, etc. with regards to anything really, any questions and so forth. Guys, also keep a close eye out for the navtv.co.z webpage, which is going to be launched hopefully on the end of this month. There's quite a number of cool stuff that's going to be on that page with regards to esports broadcasting and media, in general, with regards to esports. We're also just looking at moving the CSGO Sunday Series tournament structure. We'll be moving that over to the nAvTV site as well. So it is a nAvTV hosted competition. Then there are some really, really awesome things that are pretty much waiting in line now for nAvTV. As you guys may have been informed, that we have got quite a number of casters on our team, casters such as Halberd, Riddits from Dota 2. Then also there's also Reigns Dota and Prophecy that has joined up to the Dota side. Then we've got Xander the Zombie, which is our League of Legends caster. Guys, you need to keep an eye out for that guy. He seems to be quite a classic character, quite an entertainer as well. And then we've got Nick Hydra Wilkins and his team called Quake Podcast. And just looking at it now, we've also got Dare, Luciana Dare, for the Call of Duty cast. So you'll be seeing Call of Duty also on the nAvTV team channel. Things, are looking pretty good for us at the moment. We are looking into covering other titles as well, so also bear that in mind that we're not going to be just focusing on one specific title. But yeah, I think coming back now to the Sunday series, I think this is going to be quite a interesting game between these two. A lot of people are, a little bit wary on the how do I say, on the LiB side. Not too sure exactly what to make of the Liberty team here. But let's just quickly have a look at the Liberty side now. We've got Belsander and Goatstep, which are pretty much the two brothers there that have been playing for the Liberty side for some time. So they've got obviously a good, how do I say, a good, like, I wouldn't say, a micro team, but more of a partnership connection there between the two, obviously being brothers. Vindicator, then we've got RoboHobo, which was the sub, but we've got Convict that has also joined the LiB.G5 side. Convict, I remember from playing for the Bravado side some time ago, I think in 1.6. So I'm going to keep a close eye on him to see, how well he plays in this new title. I haven't really seen him play much on the CSGO, on the CSGO, in the CSGO tournaments and matchmaking and so forth. So he's pretty new to the CSGO scene. We'll have to see how he actually plays for the Liberty side here. So I think Ripped is the other player there, known as Juicy Goose BB. I think it is Ripped. Confirmation. Just looking at the lineup registrations here. Anyway, so now we're just waiting now for the warm-up to finish up here. Got a 5-minute warm-up. Just making sure the players are ready. Everyone's got their ping sorted out. Okay, so it looks like they are ready to go. Making their promise with the East captain. Just quickly changing my crosshair here. So it's a little bit easier for the guys to actually see the crosshair on the stream. Obviously, I've still got my game crosshair. Right, here we go, guys. It's time for the knife round as the warm-up has finished off. Now the question is going to be who's going to take the knife round and what maps are going to be eliminated. So we're seeing a 1-to-1 exchange at the moment here between the EC and Liberty members. EC now taking the lead. It's a Liberty taking the lead now. It's a 3-on-2 situation here for them. EC managing to equalize it out. Now Liberty taking the lead, and there we go. They take the first knife round. Now they should be able to pick sides now for the first map, and then obviously start the elimination process. And there we go. Goatstep, the captain, now choosing the sides, obviously for the first map. And just to quickly let you guys know, now the maps that we have on the for the map pool, I think is the standard 7 maps. We've got Dust 2, Nuke, Train, Inferno, Cash. I think it's Season is the other one as well. Let me just quickly have a look on the site on the rules page, just to make 100% sure that the map pool is the right one. So yes, there we go. Train, Dust 2, Inferno, Mirage, Nuke, Cash, and Season. There we go. All 7 maps there included in this competition. I think it's going to be quite fun to watch. So Cash being eliminated now there. Train was eliminated as well there. So we've got Season, Infi, Nuke, Dust 2, and just have to... I think that is the only sites that are left. Actually, one of the key maps here. I really love casting the Mirage map, to be honest. It's always, how do I say, like the strats that they play in the Mirage map is, I wouldn't say strats, but you know, like kind of the push, like the pushing, etc., the picking off. It's always different on every single round. Like, you know, you can't really focus too much on a B or an A, etc. My understanding with regards to Mirage from a T perspective is to really just to dominate that mid-side corridor. So that mid area is really where you want to look at, you know. Right, so as we wait for the broadcast to start and the teams to join in, hopefully we won't see too much of a waiting timer. I think the round warm-up time is set to, I think, 5 minutes, obviously, to make sure that the teams are all set and ready to go. This is just kind of like a precaution that a lot of tournament providers, etc., put in place just to make sure that, you know, everything, specifically when it comes to online competitions, that it's gives the players the opportunity to quickly sort out their problems. But we'll have to wait and see what it is set to. I do believe it is 5 minutes, but we'll confirm once the players do join the server in a few minutes.
Quiet walk home, and as we step forward